Hello, children. How are you? Hope everybody is fine and safe. Okay, so today in this class, I'm going to take one important grammar topic. So, what is the topic I'm going to handle in today's class is about English tenses. In these English tenses, I want to discuss with you today about present simple. I think everybody knows about present simple, right? Yes, but sometimes we make some mistakes in constructions. It may be the speaking part or it may be the writing part. So in this class, we are going to discuss some important points, some important rules to maintain while writing and speaking. So how to use the simple present tense exactly, correctly and confidently. So let us have a look about simple present tense. First of all, before I start simple present tense, I want to know about the tenses first. So what is a tense, children? What is a tense? A tense which talks about a time, like time of an action. So what is the time? The time about the past, present and future by using different forms of verbs. Okay, and this tense has come from the Latin word called tempus. So this is a very short definition of the tenses, and let us go to the next slide. So in this slide, we have about the classification of tenses. So the first one is simple tense, second one is continuous tense, third one is perfect tense, fourth one is perfect continuous tense. Okay, so today I'm going to handle only simple present tense. So here it goes. So what is a simple present tense? So what is a simple present tense, children? A simple present tense which talks about something which is happening right now. The action which is going on right now, we use simple present tense. And I have given one small example, that is he goes to school every day. So this is just an irregular activity. Okay, a regular activity, a routine work you can say. And in the next slide, I have given some rules where we apply this simple present tense. And what is the formula we write in this is subject plus verb. So what is the verb we use? Only V1 form. Okay. So what is the first one? What is the first rule we have? About habits and routines. So what is that habits, children? What is that habits and routines? What we do regularly. So here I gave an example of I drink coffee every morning. So for example, you can take another one. I brush my teeth regularly. So this is one of the regular habit where I follows. I think you also follow the same. Yes. So coming to the next one is about the permanent situations. So what is this permanent situations? The permanent situations where there is no chance of shifting. Like, here I have given one example, like my brother lives at London. So there is no chance of coming back to India and settle here. Is almost settled there. So here I can say that if it was a permanent residence, I can use it as a present simple tense. So my brother lives in London. And the next one is facts. So what is a fact? The capital of Telangana is Hyderabad. So this is a fact, right? So we cannot change the capital of Telangana until and unless the government wants to change, right? So it is a fact. The sun rises in the east. So that is a fact. We cannot say, we cannot change that. We cannot change the direction of the sun. Okay. And the next one is general truths. So what is this general truth? The earth revolves around the sun. So this is also one of the truth, one universal truth I can say. Yes, the sun will not revolve around the sun. The sun, earth revolves around the sun. So that is a general truth. That is a universal truth I can say. And coming to the next one is for instructions are directions. So what is this instruction? For example, if you want to instruct something to your siblings or to anyone, we use most probably simple present tense. Like you take the number 90 bus to Nagol. So here we are directing somebody to take 90 to reach Nagol. So here which tense we are using here? Only simple present tense. Okay, so whenever if your sister or your brother wants to know some recipes, so what do we use? Which type of tense we use? Only the simple present tense. Okay, you cut and you know like some if you watch like channels like which is related to the food preparations and all. Okay, and so for the instructions and directions we use only simple present form. So coming to the next one, we have verb conjugation and spelling. So here there is a rule. There is a rule like not all the verbs will carry yes. So in the slide, in the first one, in the subject part, I have given I, you, we, they. So if the subject starts with I, you, we and they, the verb will be only speak. That is V1 form. Okay, only V1 form. And the rest of the sentence. And coming to the next one, I have given one more. That is he, she and it. He, she and it belongs to third person. Okay, so if the subject falls under the third person, then the following verb will ends with yes. So I can just say in a simple word like V1 plus yes. Here I have given one example, speaks and learns. Speak plus yes. So why I have added s to this word? Because the subject is in the third person. Okay, so this is one of the rule where you always should keep in your mind. Okay, if the subject starts with the third person, the following verb carries yes to the verb. Okay, so coming to the next one we see in the simple present tense is about the two basic structures of the simple present tense. One is positive and the next one is negative. So in the negative sentences in simple present tense, so how do we use the negative statements? Mostly in the negative statements we see not. So if you place not in that sentence, then it will becomes to positive to negative. So how do we use this in the negative? So what words we carry in the simple present tense? Okay, we see in this. So which words we use mostly in the negative statements? Negative statements in the simple present tense, that is don't or doesn't. Okay, don't and doesn't. So here I have given one example. We use don't when the subject is I, you, we, are they. Here, what is the rule I said? That if the subject starts with I, you, we, are they, then we should use do. Okay, or if you want to use the negative part, then you can use do not. Okay, in short we say don't. Okay, and coming to the next one, we have he, she and it. So if the subject starts with he, she and it, the following verb should be does. Okay, doesn't. Okay, so what is the difference we have seen? For I, you, we and they we are using do, and for he, she and it we are using does. Okay, so if you want to convert these subjects or these sentences into the negative form, we are just placing the note after that. It may be don't or it may be doesn't. So here in this one I have given one example also. She doesn't like apples because the verb is in third person. I have given one rule there. So if the second one is we. So in the example I have given that if the subject starts with we, the following verb should be do. Okay, so we don't like apples. So here I have given some more examples, children. You can just have a look. You don't speak Arabic because the first word is you. And the next one is John. John is a third person. So that is why I have used doesn't. And the next one is we. We always follows with do. And it follows with doesn't. And they follows with don't. And she follows with the doesn't. So here, this is the small information about the simple present tense. Hope you understood. Okay, we'll meet you in the next class. Thank you.